Thanks for tuning in. If you're looking for the latest data and insights for the predictive analytics field but don't have time for a 45-minute webinar, this video shares our top findings from our 2017 Predictive Analytics Salary Study, including updated salaries, bonuses, demographics, and hiring market insights. Since we published our first Burtch Works Study report back in 2013, we have seen data-driven initiatives grow, and the need for analytics has gone from the back end in an organization to utilizing analytics to make more effective strategic decisions at the executive level. The data in this video is from our 5th annual salary study for predictive analytics professionals. We have compensation and demographic data for over 1,700 professionals, with data cut by job category, industry, region, residency status, education, and gender. Because analytics is everywhere these days, there are lots of different definitions out there. To start with, it helps to have a strong idea of which professionals fall under our definition of predictive analytics professionals and which ones do not. Predictive analytics professionals work with vast quantities of mostly structured data to answer business questions by developing models and then prescribe actions based on what they found from the data. They will have a strong quantitative background, usually in a discipline like mathematics, statistics, operations research, or economics. We also look at the tools these individuals use, and the most common choices are typically SAS, R, SQL, and Python. Many of you may be aware of our SAS, R, Python survey every year, and from this survey, you can see Python is becoming much more popular and gaining momentum in the predictive analytics workspace. And 2017 is actually the first year that R has overtaken SAS among predictive analytics professionals. Open source tools have always been strong in data science, but more and more predictive analytics professionals are now incorporating these tools as well. For more on the results of that survey, I recommend checking out our analysis video on the Burtch Works YouTube channel. People who we don't include in our definition of predictive analytics professionals are web analytics folks, traditional MBAs, business intelligence or IT professionals, and survey and marketing researchers. And the lines tend to blur when talking about a predictive analytics professional and a data scientist. Both predictive analytics professionals and data scientists analyze data in order to glean insights and prescribe action for their organization, and they both have the quantitative skills needed in order to do this. Predictive analytics professionals, however, tend to work with more structured data, while data scientists work with more unstructured or streaming data, like social media or sensor data or long blocks of text. Data scientists also tend to have computer science and coding skills needed to wrangle messier data sets, and they therefore work on every stage of the data lifecycle. The data in this video focuses on predictive analytics professionals, but you can also check out our other videos on data scientists. Next, I wanted to talk about what the typical predictive analytics professional looks like and their demographic profile. As you can see from the data we've collected, the largest portion of predictive analytics professionals in our sample have 10 or fewer years of experience. Predictive analytics professionals are very highly educated. Nearly 9 out of 10 have a graduate degree, and only 12% hold only a bachelor's degree. This year, 39% of predictive analytics professionals are foreign-born in our sample, which is a compelling reason to consider being flexible with visa candidates when you're looking for talent. This is even more pronounced at the junior level. You can see that over half the individual contributors with 1 to 3 years experience are foreign-born. As we've seen in years past, financial services and marketing and advertising firms employ large numbers of predictive analytics professionals, although we're also noticing increases in other industries. 27% of predictive analytics professionals are female, and although this is a slight increase from 2016, this figure has been pretty steady. 36% of predictive analytics professionals are women at the early career level, whereas only 11% of executive leaders within analytics are women. Now for an overview of compensation trends. Here you can see 2017's median base salaries compared to our 2016 numbers among individual contributors. For individual contributors, salaries held steady at level 2 and increased slightly at levels 1 and 3. Here are salaries for managers, for whom salaries held steady at level 1 and increased at levels 2 and 3. You can see data organized here by management responsibility and how many direct reports a manager has. In the full-length version of this presentation, you can also see the 5-year salary trends for both individual contributors and managers. And here are some of our additional findings. As we said earlier, many individual contributors at the early career level are foreign-born, but residency trends show that the surge of interest from U.S. citizens we noticed last year is also holding strong. The type of degree a predictive analytics professional obtains also tends to affect their compensation level. A PhD professional still tends to earn a slightly higher base salary than those with a master's degree. Among managers with 1 to 3 direct reports, you can see that there's a $10,000 difference between candidates with a bachelor's versus a master's degree. In general, predictive analytics professionals on the coast earn higher base salaries than those in other regions. This regional difference between base salaries is not nearly as pronounced among predictive analytics professionals as it is among data scientists. Salaries also vary by industry. Here is an example of salary differences amongst individual contributors with 9 or more years of experience. To see how salaries vary by industry for professionals at every career level, you can download the full report for free at burtchworks.com/study. Earlier this year, we also conducted an analysis for our blog on the salary increases predictive analytics professionals receive when changing companies. Overall, we found that the median base salary increase was 14.3% when predictive analytics professionals changed jobs. Here you can see the distribution of those increases. As you can see, about half of them fall in that 11 to 20% range. Increases over 25% are pretty rare. So to recap demographics, 71% of predictive analytics professionals hold a master's degree, and an additional 17% hold a PhD. 58% have 10 or less years of experience, and 45% are employed in financial services or in marketing and advertising. 39% are foreign-born, and 27% are female. And to recap compensation, this year base salaries shifted only by single-digit percentage points. The highest increase was seen amongst executive leaders, and the highest salaries continue to be paid on the coast. Salaries can vary significantly by industry, and those that hold a master's or a PhD tend to earn higher salaries. We also wanted to cover some of the major hiring market trends in predictive analytics and what implications these have for both the job seeker and the employer. Financial services and marketing and advertising have always combined to account for more than 50% of predictive analytics employers. And this is the first year where they fell below half to 45%. So what does this mean for predictive analytics professionals? It's good news because opportunities are booming across industries. For instance, we've seen some increase in analytic initiatives in the healthcare and insurance industry. As for employers, there's more flexibility. More employers are looking outside their own industry when hiring, which increases opportunities for professionals and the company's potential talent pool. As we pointed out in both our 2016 Predictive Analytics Study and our 2017 Study for Data Science, the lines are blurring between the two disciplines, partly due to more predictive analytics professionals incorporating typical data science tools and skills. What does this mean for predictive analytics professionals? Well, having a range of tools you're comfortable with increases your marketability. But keep in mind that tools will continue to evolve, so you need to continually keep learning to keep up with the latest changes. And for employers, as new tools emerge, companies should invest in their team's learning by providing training and other opportunities. Candidates will often be attracted to job opportunities that are committed to training and teaching them new skills. Companies need insight, not just data. We have seen more than ever that our clients continue to value the skill set of predictive analytics professionals that can provide insights and prescribe actions rather than simply developing models. So for analytic professionals, being able to translate analysis to insight is key. Business leaders don't just want to know what, they also want to know why is this happening, what impact does it have on our business, and what should we do about it. If you're an employer, you should look for professionals that have a strong technical knowledge, but are also able to explain concepts to non-technical counterparts within your organization. The better your analytics team can collaborate with other business units, the more value they can provide. And finally, analytics needs ambassadors. For a new capability to succeed, the leader and the team must be able to strongly convey the value that analytics provides to an organization. For professionals, this means communicating this value starting with the leadership. But it's also important for early career professionals to be data advocates and to develop a strong data culture. For employers, when hiring senior leaders, look for those who can be an influencer as well as a strategic leader. Someone who can make partnerships with other senior leaders as well as other team members is important in making analytics a vital component of your company structure. For those of you who don't know us, Burtch Works is an executive recruiting firm. We specialize in the placement of quantitative business professionals who typically work in analytics, data science, and market research. Our network is massive and includes tens of thousands of analytics and insights professionals across the U.S. We work with clients ranging from Fortune 50 corporations to growing startups. Our comprehensive salary reports for predictive analytics, data science, and marketing research professionals can all be downloaded at burtchworks.com/study. If you're looking to add to your predictive analytics staff, we'd be happy to speak with you and do some brainstorming. We offer both contingency and retained services from entry-level analysts all the way up to chief analytics officers. Feel free to send us an email if you want to chat. And whether you're hiring analytics professionals or looking for new opportunities, send us a message at info@burtchworks.com to learn more. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to check out some of the other videos on the Burtch Works YouTube channel. We've got lots of resources for both hiring authorities and for professionals looking to plan their quantitative careers. See you next time.